Vietnamese street food can be delicious or terrifying, and sometimes a little bit of both. That's why today I am in Hanoi, Vietnam, where I will be trying 5 different levels of street food. As we move through the levels, each food is going to get a bit more challenging than the last. As you watch along, I want you to think about which of these levels you'd be willing to try.
It's crunchy, it's slimy, it's chewy, it's hard. You got just about every texture you can think of in one bite. And it tastes like chicken.
Will you make it to level 5? Let's find out.
Can I have one of each? It's okay, thank you. Thank you. Vietnam street food, level 1. These are Ban Ran, which translates to fried bread. They are fried rice balls, and they're stuffed with like a mung bean paste usually. Some of them are sweeter than others. This is a sesame one, so I'm assuming it'll be a little bit more savory.
Like your balls.
Thank you. And they're very cheap. I think they're only 2,000 to 3,000 dong. I only got 3 of them. I gave the ladies a 20. Some nice old ladies working. It's like crunchy, chewy, and soft because it's filled with mung bean paste. And there might be a hair on it. No, there's definitely a hair. There's definitely.
Get what you think.
I don't think that's mine. We're only on level 1 and we're already finding hairs. This is gonna be interesting. This is an easy snack for anybody though because it's just fried dough. And don't be turned off by the fact that it's mung beans. It's a sweet little paste. Doesn't taste like much anyways. I think anybody could do this. Level 1. But can you do level 2? Probably. It's the last level that I think most people are not gonna be able to do. Let's try these other 2. Looks like one's looks like a glazed donut, honestly, and then this also looks like a glazed donut, but just darker glazed donut. I think it's a brown sugar versus white sugar. Let's try them out. This one's really good. It really does just taste like a donut hole. That's delicious. And this one? It's not as sweet. It tastes like molasses or brown sugar. It's good. I think my favorite though, if you want sweet, go with the one that's got white sugar on it. And if you want something savory, do the sesame one. Well, let's keep going. Oh, Brittany wants some. I'll give some to Brittany. This is level 1, which means it's only going to get harder every street food we try. I'm going to pick things that are maybe a little bit more outside your comfort zone until we get very far out of your comfort zone and very far out of my comfort zone. And I have a big comfort zone.
So, that is Ban Ran, and I think that they are one of Vietnam's most accessible street foods. I'm hoping that you could all get past level 1, but if you couldn't, just remember that this literal child was able to do it, so you lost to her. For those of you still in the game, let's move on to level 2.
Vietnamese street food, level 2.
Since this is only level 2 out of 5, I wanted to do something that was still pretty easy. We are going to lose some vegetarians on this one, but let's be real. They had no chance of making it to the end of this video, so it's okay.
Just small, like 100, half that. Yeah, half. How much?
Yeah, only 52.
Thank you. You can keep the extra. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. Get out of here. So for this next level, we are trying some grilled pork belly. Everybody loves some pork belly, especially some that's been grilled, has a nice smoky flavor and a crunchy skin. We also have a mystery bag of sauce. Love mystery bags of sauce, so we'll try them together. First, the street meat on its own. The skin's really crunchy. It's nice and fatty and tender. That's good stuff. I think it might be seasoned with a little bit of lemongrass. Yum. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Open this sauce and put some on there. Ooh, maybe I'll be able to dip it in. Street meat, take 2. Dipping it into the sauce. Dip. Ooh, it's like a thick, almost teriyaki sauce, it looks like. Oh, wow. It is like a smoky teriyaki sauce with a lemony, garlicky flavor. It is really good. That's some good street meat. And so cheap. It was 52,000 Vietnamese dong for this much pork belly. I don't know how much it was. I didn't see the scale, but he charged 52,000 Vietnamese dong, so just about $2 for the two of these together. That's a good deal. So this is gonna be one of the easier levels because, you know, it's just some grilled meat, nothing too complicated, and it's pork. Most people are familiar with pork, nothing too exotic. It certainly gets a lot more exotic when you're in Vietnam, but some grilled pork, come on, you can do that. Don't wear white clothes in Vietnam because when you eat street meat, you become the napkin, even for others.
Sorry. Oh my god, that's so good.
Vietnamese street food, level 3. I guess that's 6. Well, 3. 3. One bun ok. One. Now for the next level of street food, we're going to be eating snails in a soup. See how they are? Snail soup. I've not tried this yet, so I'm excited. This is called bun ok. This is not my first time eating snails. I've eaten snails in a few different places before, but this is my first time eating snails in a soup, and I'm really excited about that. So let's see how it is. First, I'm gonna try the broth. It's very similar to just the bun rio broth.
I don't know why I thought that would be a sufficient explanation of what this soup tasted like, because there's a good chance most of you have never had bun rio. But don't worry, because I just happen to have this extra footage of bun rio, so I can explain to you exactly what's going on. Like many soups in Asia, every restaurant seems to have their own interpretation of this dish, but in general, this is what you can expect to find. A very light broth that's made mostly out of tomatoes, shrimp, and crab meat. It's usually recommended that you add a ton of herbs to it, a little bit of lime juice to make it sour, and some chilies to make it a little spicy. So overall, it's sweet, spicy, sour, and herby, and a fantastic light broth for a hot summer day. Now that you know about bun rio, we can get back to the bun ok.
It's very similar to just the bun rio broth. Just tomato. Delicious, light and refreshing. Hot, but good. Get a little bit of the snail action. Kind of crunchy. Yeah, it tastes honestly like a mushroom, dried mushroom that had been rehydrated. Interesting. I wouldn't say I love it, but it does taste a little bit like dirt and mushrooms. Yeah, somewhere in between the two. The soup is really good though. The sausage. Ooh. It's very peppery and kind of sweet. I like that. Overall, it's really good. And for 50K, it's $2. Feels like a pretty good deal. I love soup. Good soup. Oh, hot. Woo. Good soup. That was basically just hot lettuce I ate, actually. That wasn't that good. I feel like this is the level where we're starting to get out of a few people's comfort zone. Snails really aren't that scary, but I know a lot of people that definitely would not eat snails. But I think the next few levels, we're definitely gonna lose some people. You've made it this far, but the real question is, how far would you keep eating? We've got a few more levels to go.
So you've passed levels 1, 2, and 3 of my Vietnamese street food challenge, but we've still got 2 more levels to go, and these 2 are where it starts to get challenging. And if you're sitting there thinking, nah, this is gonna be easy, level 5, no problem, well, it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and this chicken foot also where your mouth is, because welcome to level 4.
For this level, oh, it's really starting to rain now. Wow, okay. For this level, we are going to be eating chicken feet. It's very common to eat chicken feet in Vietnam. And basically what you eat is all of the skin and tendons from around it. Let me slide it in a little bit. I'm starting to get some of this spray. But it's been grilled. She cooked it over there. I said she was cutting some of the toenails off. We got the ones with the toenails. So that's good, I think, maybe, or bad. I'm not sure. Let's try it. It's got like some sort of sweet, there's like sweet sauce on it almost. I think the sauce she's brushing it with Must have sugar in it. It's like kind of sweet, smoky. That's like really good actually. So you basically just eat around the bones. You can eat the tendons, the skin, and you know, there's not a lot of meat on it, but what is there is good. Even though it's just chicken, I think a lot of people have problems eating stuff that looks like an extremity. It's weird that people have problems with chicken feet because you eat chicken wings without a problem. And it is so loud right now. This is getting far more complicated. Yeah. All right, we have now moved inside because it is absolutely pouring out. But it's a good thing that our table is literally just a little tray with an upside down plastic stool. So not that hard to move. But now we're inside. Hopefully this audio is a little better, even though I feel like it's not that good. Got the chicken feet. It's honestly pretty fantastic on its own, but you can also dip it in this spicy sauce that they have and this other sauce that I'm honestly not sure what it tastes like, so we can give that a taste too. Let's try dipping it in the sauce. Just go ahead and stick my fingers in there. I guess we'll just... Ooh! It's got some kick to it. That sauce is spicy. That's a little too spicy for me. I just ripped the toe off. Let's see how this other sauce tastes. That's like a lime sauce. That one's good. Very like citrusy, a little sweet, not that spicy. So right now I'm kind of just like sucking out I'm chewing on the cartilage between the bones. But yeah, you just kind of eat anything you can off of it and then move on. It's like chicken wings if there was less meat and it looked like a foot. I think that a lot of people would be kind of scared to eat it because it's a foot, but it is chicken, so I would encourage you to not be that scared because there's a good chance that you probably already eat chicken. It's the same animal, tastes the same. It's not gonna be like any sort of exotic flavors. It tastes like chicken because it's chicken. So I do think that a lot of people are not gonna be able to do this level though because they're just scared of, you know, eating chicken feet. In the US, you usually don't eat chicken feet. I don't know why though, because these are pretty good. I feel like you could easily serve wings and feet together. Next level though, I would understand if it scared you a little. I think we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm gonna order some more food. If I can figure out how to do this. I don't know why I thought this menu was gonna help me. It's in Vietnamese. 2 banh mi, 1
Một bánh mì.
the thịt xiên, 3
3 xiên.
a beer Hanoi 1. Yeah. Well, we'll see what I ordered. I think I ordered 2 chicken wings, 3 meat skewers, and 1 bread. So we'll see what that, and a beer Hanoi. But until then, let's just suck on a foot. So all of our other food has arrived. We ordered banh mi, which is just bread, but we're pretty sure that they put honey butter on it. They definitely put honey butter on it. That was fantastic. I believe this was $12K for this plate, so 50 cents for bread with the honey butter grilled. Meat skewers, it just translated to meat, so you probably don't want to know. These meat skewers are 8K each, which means all 3 of these together is $1. These ginormous chicken wings are 20K each, so 2 is 40. I think it's like $1.60 or $1.70 for both of these combined, which what feels good. And then the chicken feet are 10K each, so you can get 2.5 chicken feet for $1. 20K for the beer, less than $1. But yeah, this is pretty typical, like, you know, street food dinner experience. Is you just order a bunch of different meats and skewers, some beer. They give you some sauces, sit down, and you just eat and have a good time. Yeah, this really shouldn't be that hard of a level. I don't know. It's easy for me. I think some people will be hard. That's why I'm putting it later. If you wouldn't do this level, I think you need to admit defeat. Get it? Because defeat. Defeat.
Totally get it.
Defeat or defeat. You get it. Oh, chicken wing slaps. Everything out there is like par cooked, so all they're really doing is like reheating it on the grill, and they do that so that they can actually cook it quicker, because if they had to cook everything like raw chicken from the start, you would be waiting a while, especially when this place gets busy. Like, they're really cranking stuff, so they need to make sure that they only have to spend a few minutes on the grill. But by doing that, they can cook the chicken slowly so that it's nice and juicy still, and then they get a really good crisp on the outside when they heat it up again, and that the skin will kind of char a little, and it's a really good combo. Like, this is good. Let's try the pork skewer. We think it's pork. Maybe it's pork. I hope it's pork. I think that's probably pork. And some of the sauce. I like the chicken wing. The chicken wing is my favorite. Chicken feet are honestly really good. Like, I actually think I prefer the chicken feet over this. It's good stuff. This is honestly a really fantastic street food. Don't be scared of it. Put the foot in your mouth.
Of the street food you've had so far, what do you think was the best tasting?
This honestly might be my favorite so far.
Really?
Yeah, especially the chicken wing, which I know technically wasn't what we came here for, but the chicken foot is really good. I just like the wing a little bit more because it's got a little bit more meat.
So we've completed levels 1 through 4 and even a mystery meat bonus level, but now it's time to face the final boss of Vietnamese street food. Welcome to level 5.
All right, what we have is one of the most intimidating Vietnamese street foods you can get, Trung Vietnam. It's just an egg. The only difference is this one was fertilized. They let the duck embryo grow in it until it was almost fully formed and ready to hatch, and then they cook it. So instead of just having egg white and egg yolk, you also have the duck fetus, of course. So she served it with, it looks like a little bit of the juice that comes out of the egg, and then there's the yolky side and the white side, and she was kind enough to give us a little bit of herbs to freshen up the flavor. She also put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, but you can see in this white side that there is some embryo formation, which includes feathers, organs, all the good stuff. Here's the skull. You can see the head with the eyeballs. All right, so this is the second time I've ever eaten one of these. I had one in Ho Chi Minh City, and let me just tell you, it's a little bit of a textural nightmare, but it actually tastes all right. Let's give it a taste. I took that one with a little bit of the herb, and it mostly just tastes like that. And like just a cooked egg white. Let's have the other side. It's like a very hard yolk. Like, it's not hard boiled, like in the sense, like, you know, if you had a hard boiled yolk, it would be kind of like easy to break apart. This one, it's really firm. But it just tastes like egg yolk. But it has the texture of like one of those pink erasers that everybody used to stab your pencils into. I know you did. You can just raw dog the egg like this, or you can put some of these sauces on. So, you know, they've got a little bit of, what is this? I'm gonna put a little bit of that on though. Season it up a little. I feel like this is a bowl of some people's nightmares. For me, it's an afternoon snack. And in case anybody's wondering why this is level 5, the highest level that we've had so far, well, it's because of this. Yeah, some people are scared of eating organs or extremities. In this one, you eat all of it at once. Yeah, and with feathers, and yeah. Some of the bites that you have of this will literally have feathers in it, yeah. And you can tell. All right, bone apple tea. Crunchy. It really does just taste like an egg that's infused with chicken. I mean, it is, but it's like, it makes sense, but it tastes exactly how it would make sense to taste, honestly. It's both egg and chicken. It's crunchy, it's slimy, it's chewy, it's hard. Got just about every texture you can think of in one bite. And it tastes like chicken. I'm not personally somebody who's really bothered by textures, but if you have any aversion to textures, this is your nightmare. It's not really better than hard-boiled eggs. It's not really better than chicken. It's kind of like in between the two. but not an improvement, you know? But I am pretty curious if this would be better in a grilled cheese. Buffalo chicken, anyone?
Yeah, so we're actually gonna do this. There's a few sandwiches that I've made where I've had 100% confidence that nobody ever in the entire history of the world has ever done it, and this is definitely gonna be one of those. My plan was simple. All I was gonna do is take these 2 duck eggs, crack them open, chop them up into little pieces, mix them with some buffalo sauce, add cheese, mayo, cook them like a regular grilled cheese sandwich, and we would have a buffalo chicken, fertilized duck egg, I guess there was no chicken, a fertilized duck egg, grilled cheese sandwich with buffalo sauce. And since these eggs really do just taste like concentrated chicken, I figured there was no reason this wouldn't be delicious. And I was kind of right, it did taste pretty good, but you could definitely still taste the bones and the feathers. So I don't think I'm going to be posting a recipe for this one on my website. If you're thinking, wow, this has got to be the weirdest sandwich this guy's ever made, well, actually, in the next episode, I'm going to be putting poop on a sandwich. So make sure you're subscribed because we're actually going to do that too.
Like your balls.
Thank you. These are Nem Ran. They're a fried...
Not that brand.
Oh. Bon Ran. Okay. These are not those. These are Bon... Almost dropped them. Can't do this. Okay. With mung bean paste. And there's somebody here. They're fried dough balls that are actually rice balls. Not dough at all. I don't know why I said dough balls. I can't.
Pork belly? Get in my belly. Get it?
I think they'll get it. This is a thumbnail. Is this a good thumbnail? Today we're going to answer the question, what came first? The buffalo chicken or the egg? Or both?
Buffalo chicken fetus. Yum.